Right chaps and chapesses, it's Monday afternoon. I've just got this bolted up and painted up, so this end is finished now, and I've decided that on that end I'm going to put two struts at the back to support the back of the flue and take those down to the wall and fix them onto the existing screws, and at the other side I'm going to put a strut straight to the roof so that the weight of this flue vertically is carried onto the wall and not actually onto the remainder of the flue, so it'll be properly supported. But that's the job for tomorrow. But this is Monday and this is today's progress, so I'll catch you all later. Bye now. Hi chaps, well today we're outside, it's Tuesday, and I've just chopped the top off the flue and we're fitting the adapter, so I'll take you outside and show you what we're doing. There we go. The wilderness. So, now we have the old flue chopped off. Here's a new flange going on. I don't know if you can see down there, but there is. You can see the end of the blowpipe for the flue extractor. I shall be bringing that up here and putting a square outlet in there, which is 1/3 of the flue size. So I'm going to crack on with this now. I just thought I'd give you a look at what we've done so far. Ladies by. So here we go chaps, in the last rays of the setting sun we have the flue finished. I'll just walk round and up the ladder and show you upstairs. That's that side of it. As you can see, it's screwed back to the wall, and these struts will support the weight of the flue above it. So there it is at the top, and it's also screwed down to the roof and well waterproofed with the wonderful aluminium paint. That'll want another coat, of course, that's only the first coat, but there you go. So that's that job done today, and tomorrow it's Manchester University. See you later. Right chaps, there it is. I'll just take you up and show you the this is only the first assembly, so I can actually light the fire because it's very cold today. But there it is. You pull one pin out and it folds down, you pull both pins out and it comes off. And there she is. Much taller than before. Should provide a better draft. Next thing to do is to get the flue duct for the air blower, the flue blower, round that bend and pointing vertically up, and then put it into a outlet box which is 1/3 of the area of the flue, which is information that comes from Franz, who seems to absolutely know what he's talking about. So I'm taking his advice, I'm going to do it, but that will be started today. Today's Friday, by the way. I had a wonderful day in Manchester on Wednesday and a hell of a drive back through the streets of Manchester to avoid the congestion on the motorway, but we survived it. It just put an hour on the journey. Okay chaps, catch you later. And here we are chaps, end of the day. Nice warm workshop all day, and there's the flue folded down in its storm position, because we've actually given a storm for this weekend and Monday and Tuesday, so we're probably going to get some snow, but we're not sure yet. So I'll love you and leave you. Ladies guys. Here we go guys, it's a quick drive home from work. And off we go. Tai-Yu Hill or Tai-Ho Hill. We're now climbing up onto the world tops. We'll lose that sun in a minute. kilometres in between the town and the bypass with houses. We've got a green light. Castle Mound or the Moot Hill, and Driffield was the home of the Kings of Northumbria, and the park directly in front of you now was where the manor house of the Kings of Northumbria was, including a guy called Alfred, who was around in 675, I think, I'm not sure. And here we are home. And that is my approximately 6 to 7 minute commute to the workshop. Catch you later.